Questions for Rashad and Mardracus?
I guess it was they cut it to 78-74, and then you guys went on a big run there. Just kind of talk about how you closed the game out, if you both can talk about that.
I think we just got a little hungry. I think that's where our conditioning came in. Coach Anderson been running us all year, all summer, and it just kicked in at the time. Coach A always used to tell us, like, teams we gonna hit them, they're gonna hit us back, they said, but when it's down to the last 5 minutes, we're gonna see what they're made of. And I think we made a little run, they got a little carried away with it, and I think we just capitalized on their mistakes they made.
Kai, what do you think about that?
I just thought about that, we played hard on defensive end, and that was the key to it. We kept pressing them and getting stops, and we was gonna be good.
You guys both hit some threes. Coach Anderson was talking about needing to find some jump shooters. Just talk about that aspect of your all's game tonight, if you could.
Me and Kai, we both been a little generous. We've been standing after practice, getting up shots. We just been working on it all summer, and I think it's starting to pay off. We just got to keep on working. We're not the best jump shooters, but we just got to keep on working. I think we're gonna have to help our team. We got to knock down some shots. So I think that all that hard work is paying off.
I
feel the same way he feel. The red and white game I played on went 0 for 5, and I had my mind set that I wasn't going to go for 5 no more. So all week I've been in the gym during practice, shooting after practice as well to get my shot better.
What was it like for you guys to, after all the practices, all the work, to get out on the floor together and start to put this thing together?
It was a great feeling. I was excited to see how the team was going to respond to a team like that, and I think we had some plus and we had some minus, but definitely had some more minus than we had plus. I think we got to go back and work on some things. But that team also, they fight, they play hard. The guards, they knock down shots at the end. The big boy, 44 King, played really strong. It's a lot of stuff we got to capitalize on, but we learn from these games and we just try to get better.
They really, I didn't see the final stats, but they really beat you guys decisively on the boards. I know you guys are guards, but Mike's talking about having to rebound by committee. Talk about the rebounding tonight.
Yeah, Coach, as in Huddles, you were telling all the guards we got to get in there. That's one thing our guards on this team we have to do. We got to be more physical guards. We got to go in and crash rebound. But as I said, that's something we have to work on. Just continue just to get that in our mind. Have that like our first instinct: go rebound, go rebound. And so I think as time goes on, everybody get in the groove and get ready. I think we're gonna be able to rebound as a team, as a whole team.
You got some thoughts on that because you're obviously a big guard.
Yeah, I feel like at the guards we got to get in there and we got to help the bigs, especially me myself as me being a big guard. I feel like that I really didn't get in there like I was supposed to, and like Coach was asking. So I feel like that us being guards, as me being a big guard, I got to take it upon myself to go in there and help those guys out because they down there battling.
How'd y'all feel you responded with foul and foul trouble so much of the game?
We just kept on playing. You know what I'm saying? Coaching in practice, Marshawn, like we don't have a starting five in practice, so you never know who's on your team in practice. So we just played. If Marshawn was out there, if he wasn't out there, we just played. Because some days in practice he's on our team, some days he's not. So we just play just helped us learn how to play without him, with him, or whatever. And I think we responded pretty good. But everybody had a little downfall and they had a little game. But I think Marshawn picked up next game. I think I see a better shot next game.
When they jumped out 11-4, I know it was early, but were you guys kind of thinking, what's going on here? I can't believe we're down to these guys.
Oh no, there was nothing. I mean, teams gonna make runs. Teams gonna come out high. Better than being a Division II team or any team, basically, and then it come to a big name like us, they're gonna try to come in and try to knock us down. And I think we responded pretty good. But like I said earlier on, we gotta start put our foot down a little bit. We gotta be more aggressive and maybe get better on the defensive rebound part.
You got any thoughts on that?
No, I was, me sitting down watching. I felt like the Wiz all right, everybody was nervous. Been playing against ourselves for so long. The Wiz out nervous, had a nice little crowd out. Everybody we just had to settle down and come out and play hard.
Anything else?
What are you guys looking for Tuesday night, in your second exhibition game? What do you think you can improve on or build on from tonight?
I think you're going to see a little more aggressiveness on the boards. I think we're going to get up and down a little faster, a little up-tempo a little bit. Today we had a little up-tempo at spurts, but we really just didn't get up and down like Coach A wanted us to. But as we go back and look at film and go into practice tomorrow, we can really just break down and look at the things that we need to work on. And I think we'll be ready for Tuesday game coming up.
You got some thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just feel like so more stuff we got to work on is get better, especially like our defensive end. We can't give up 80 and 90 points a night because expect to win the SEC. So I feel like what we got to work on is our defensive end, our defensive intensity, and rebound.
Great. Thanks, guys. Coaching.